Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Mindy here. I hope you had an amazing week and you're off to the start of a fantastic weekend. A huge shout out to all of the healthcare workers. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all that you do. Thank you for all of the sacrifices you make. I would love to send out a couple $5 gift cards to Starbucks, buy you a cup of coffee. If you are a healthcare worker, please comment down below. If you live in the United States, I'll pick a couple people to send gift cards to. I would love to show appreciation for all that you do. I mentioned in a prior video that I'm really starting to crave some of those heavier scents, some of those fall scents. I'm really excited for the cooler weather to come along. However, we don't want to rush things, and I thought it'd be really fun to take a step back and look at all of the perfumes that I've been wearing the most over these summer months. As you know, my fragrance journey has ramped up. My collection is growing quite a bit. I'm really exploring a lot of different fragrances, and I wanted to share what I love the most at this point in time, what I'm reaching for the most, and what I really enjoyed through the summer months. You guys, this is really tough to do when you go back and look at your collection, what you've worn over the past several months. It is a difficult thing to do. I think I have a really solid list, but this is not in any way, shape, or form all of the fragrances that I wore over the summer. I'm constantly testing, trying, playing with new fragrances. I also have quite a few others that I really enjoy wearing in the summer. Sometimes I capitalize on more than one fragrance in one day. I'll take a shower, so I have the opportunity to try a different fragrance in the evening. You know, I just love to play with perfumes, and these are what I consider at this point in time to be my favorites that have gotten me through the summer. Just a disclaimer, I am a gourmandie. I love sweet fragrances. I love those heavy, rich gourmand fragrances, and I love them all year round. So my summer lineup might look different from somebody who really loves fresh perfumes. That's not my favorite genre, and so in the summer months, I was reaching for gourmands. I wore quite a few heavy fragrances, and that may not be everyone's jam. If that interests you, please stay tuned and I will jump into my most worn fragrances for the summer months. The first fragrance that I have here is Coco Mademoiselle by Chanel. I've spoken about this many times on my channel before, but that's because it's just a lovely, a beautiful, a gorgeous fragrance. This is extremely versatile. It is the type of fragrance that you can wear anytime, any place. It's perfect for the office setting. It's perfect for a date night setting. It's perfect for going to a kid's soccer event or some sort of sporting event. This is just the type of all-around fragrance that you could wear on a daily basis, a perfect signature scent for somebody, just a wonderful perfume that I really enjoy. Nearly every single business meeting that I've had over the summer, whether it's virtual or not, I like to wear this fragrance. It makes me feel polished, it makes me feel put together, and whether that's just in my mind on a Zoom meeting or not, it's one that just makes me feel good about myself, and I feel like I can be at the top of my game. I love both the intense version of this fragrance and this original EDP. They are both wonderful perfumes, and I reach for the one that I feel like in that moment. So this one has sort of an effervescent feel, sort of a citrusy feel. There's mimosa in here, so almost like a sparkling quality. It's a stunning scent. But I also really enjoy wearing Coco Mademoiselle Intense as well, more so in the cooler months, but I'll really reach for it when I feel like I want to wear it. That one has a little bit more depth, maybe a little bit more of a vanillic quality, but both are stunning fragrances. All of the fragrances that I have here on this list are at least an 8 out of 10 for me, but many of them are a 9 or 10 out of 10, and this goes right into that category. This for me is a 9 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10, just an easy wear fragrance that you are going to smell amazing wearing, a lovely staple in anyone's perfume collection. That is Coco Mademoiselle by Chanel. Next fragrance I have is Angel Muse, and this is the EDT. I have both the EDT and the EDP, but I think arguably a lot of people would say that the EDT is probably a little bit more appropriate in the summer months because it has that passion fruit addition to it. It smells a little bit lighter, whereas the EDP can be quite a heavy fragrance. This perfume is addictive, it's intoxicating. This is one that I just feel like myself when I wear. It's a gourmand. I love gourmand fragrances. The hazelnut, the chocolate, the caramel in here is absolutely stunning. The passion fruit does stand out a little bit, but for me that dissipates and this just warms into the skin as a cozy, comforting, delicious sweet gourmand. It has a little bit of a spicy quality to it, and sometimes it tingles my nose, especially when you initially spray it onto your skin. I do feel like this is the type of fragrance that you need to wear for at least 20 to 40 minutes. You need to let settle into your skin before you make an overall judgment call, because the opening is a little bit heavy, the opening is a little bit intense. But if you can wait for the dry down, this one is just a gorgeous perfume. This is not for everybody, so if you don't like a little bit of warm spiciness in your fragrances, if you don't really like gourmand perfumes, or you find that heavy sweet scents are overwhelming to your nose, this may not be for you. But it seems like, generally speaking, that a lot of people really, really love this one. That is Angel Muse EDT by Mugler. Okay, the next fragrance that I only have a decant from FragranceNet of, and that is Girl of Now Shine by Elie Saab. This is one that I tried out last year. I bought it quite a while back. I was sort of overwhelmed with all of the samples that I was playing with at the time, and it just didn't stand out to me. I think that was a mistake. Fast forward to a couple weeks ago, maybe about a month ago, I tried this one again and chose to take it on vacation with me. I wore this almost every day on vacation, and I absolutely loved this perfume. Now, this is a flanker of the original Girl of Now. I love the original Girl of Now. I think it's a gorgeous fragrance. It has a little bit more of that nuttiness, which works so beautifully, and that might be one that I add to my collection at some point in time. But this one takes it a little bit into a different direction. There's pineapple added, ylang ylang, iris, and vanilla in this one. So with that almond, with that pistachio in this one, that nuttiness that you get from the original, that's here too. But there's added dimension here that just makes this one so beautiful. It works so perfectly in the summer months. One that I adore wearing, and one that I'm most definitely going to be targeting a full bottle for in the near term. Now, I mentioned some of the notes in here. There's vanilla, patchouli, iris, almond, orange blossom, ylang ylang, jasmine, pistachio, and a couple other notes. One thing to note about this is that it is quite sweet. This is another one where if you're not crazy about super sweet fragrances, this one probably won't be for you, but I do recommend trying this one out because it is a stunning fragrance, one I really enjoy wearing. I played around a little bit with it earlier today, sprayed it on a tester strip, and it just filled the room. It was gorgeous. Loved this perfume. Elie Saab, Girl of Now Shine. The next fragrance that I have here is one that I learned about on Delicious Delights channel about a year and some change ago. That is Brazilian Crush Cheirosa 62 by the Sol de Janeiro line. And this is another one with quite a bit of sweetness and nuttiness to it. Another one that I find works amazing in the summer months. This is one that I didn't absolutely love at first sniff. I did sort of put this one aside and saw people talking about it over and over again, and I circled back to it, and I'm so glad I did. If you like delicious, rich, sweet, cozy gourmands, this is an amazing one to try. But again, it is super sweet. This one is decadent. It has a lot of nuttiness, just like Elie Saab, Girl of Now and Girl of Now Shine. This one has it mixed with caramel and vanilla. I just find it to be decadent. I find it to be delicious. Now, another thing that I find interesting about this perfume is that it feels tropical to me. It just has that sort of beachy vibe, this summery vibe. I don't know what it is about this one that really transports me to another place in time. And what I find weird is that it does not have coconut. It doesn't have ylang ylang. It doesn't have the hibiscus in it. It doesn't have some of those tropical notes in it that tropical type fragrances do. It has pistachio, almond, heliotrope, jasmine, caramel, vanilla, salt. So maybe that's where some of that beachy tropical feel comes into play, and sandalwood. Just another perfume that I find to be gorgeous and very affordable, which is a huge plus for me. This perfume can be bought for around the $20, $25 price point. I have two other perfumes from this brand, and I really do enjoy them. One is very similar to Kilian Vanilla 28, so if you're looking to get a feel for what that scent profile is at a very affordable price, that's a great one to check out. I'll link it below. Just a wonderful scent. I think a lot of people would enjoy this. It's versatile, so I'll wear it all year round, but really especially enjoyed this one over the summer. That is Cheirosa 62 Brazilian Crush by Sol de Janeiro. The next fragrance that I have here is Angel EDT by Mugler. 2 on this list by Mugler. That's because they're just stunning fragrances. This is the type of fragrance that I think anybody could wear. It is a very easy reach fragrance. This is one that I'll reach for when I'm just not sure what my mood is. I'm not sure what I want to wear for the day. I have no problem reaching for this one. I feel amazing when I wear this perfume. In the notes is peony mandarin orange, praline apple, red berries, patchouli, cedar, and white woods. This is a bright, uplifting, joyful to wear type fragrance. It doesn't go overly gourmand to my nose. To a degree, it could be considered a little bit perfumey to some people, but not to me. I do get a really well-rounded scent profile from this one that I really enjoy, and one that I find to be completely versatile. I did recently try the EDP, the Eau de Parfum, in a department store, and I felt that it was a little bit choking almost. I thought it was overpowering, and of course I didn't wear it on my skin. I didn't really try it out. I didn't follow my own rule and wear it on my skin for about 40 minutes to really get a sense of the scent profile, so that is on me. I should definitely retry it, but it did come off a little bit heavy, and I think that's one of the things that people really like about this perfume specifically, that it is a little bit fresh. It's a little bit sparkling. It has a vibrant quality to it where it doesn't go too deep into that gourmand or too deep into that heavy, dense realm that makes it very, very wearable. Again, I find this to be more wearable than the EDP, but I did not really give the EDP a fair shot, so that's on me. It's something I really need to do because I've heard so many people truly love and adore that one. Let me know your thoughts. Do you guys prefer the EDT or do you prefer the Angel EDP version? Definitely interested to hear what other people think about this one, but for now I find this to be stunning. Angel EDT by Mugler. Okay guys, I know that everyone's getting a little bit burnt out on the Baccarat Rouge 540 thing. Some people are getting a little bit tired hearing about it, but I just simply cannot deny that it's practically a masterpiece if it's not just a masterpiece. It is a stunning scent profile. I really do enjoy the original EDP as well as the Extrait. But for this video, I am speaking about Amber Oud Rouge by Haramain. Now, this is a dupe, a clone, an inspired type fragrance. I'm not sure exactly which, but it's along those lines where this was developed to be very much like the EDP and maybe a little bit like the Extrait. I find this to be an incredible interpretation of the original. This is just a stunning scent profile, and this is one of those perfumes that has made me hold back from buying the original Baccarat Rouge 540 or the Extrait because this is really hitting the mark. So I haven't really felt the desire or the urge or the need to buy the real Baccarat Rouge 540. Now, never say never. I'm not going to say that I won't bring that into my collection at some point in time because I have had my eye on it for quite a while, but really I'm enjoying this one. If I did bring it in, I would probably still wear this for casual events and maybe save the real bottle for those special events. I was at the grocery store one time and somebody was wearing this scent profile. I don't know for sure if it was the original or a clone, but she smelled absolutely incredible. She walked by, I picked up the sillage, and I could tell right off the bat that she was wearing something along these lines, and I really enjoyed it on her. This is probably a 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 for a lot of people, and one that I have been reaching for all summer long. Again, this is gorgeous. It's kind of fragrance that is elegant enough that you could wear it into the office, you could wear it for a special event. It is lovely. That is Amber Oud Rouge by Haramain. The next fragrance that I have here is Kilian Princess. This is another one that is absolutely stunning. I love how the marshmallow is done in this fragrance. It is mixed with green tea, lemon, ginger, and apple, so it really feels balanced out between the marshmallow and vanilla, and I pick up some freshness here and really a lot of character in this perfume. This is the type of fragrance that is just perfectly balanced. It has Such a gorgeous scent profile. Somebody may want to choose this as their signature scent because I do think that the marshmallow doesn't go too sweet and that it would be too heavy to be a daily wear type of perfume. I definitely consider this to be signature scent worthy. I think why this fragrance is so special to me is because I wore this for my first post-COVID lockdown date night. I had such a great time with my husband. We had a blast. We went out with my sister for an overnight date and just had such a special time that this will always bring back that scent memory. I will always have a positive view of this perfume. That is Princess by Kilian. So the next one that I have is one that I've spoken about multiple times on my channel before. That is The Only One Intense by Dolce & Gabbana. Now the reason I've spoken about it multiple times is just because it is a gorgeous perfume. I absolutely adore how the white florals are done in this fragrance. They are balanced out by some beautiful sweet notes like vanilla, coconut, green apple. It just makes this a rich, intoxicating, addictive type perfume that I really enjoy wearing. Now one thing I'll say is that I have to be in the mood to wear this one. I really have to be craving it, but I crave it quite a bit. I have worn this one quite a bit over the summer month. What I really like about this perfume is that it sort of tricks my psyche into believing that it is a gourmand fragrance. And maybe it is because there are gourmand notes in here, but it doesn't go too deep into that realm. So if you're the type of person that really loves white florals, but you tend to steer away from gourmands that go too heavy like Angel Muse or like possibly Princess or other heavily gourmand type fragrances, I don't think that would bother you here. I think this is well-rounded. It's the kind of fragrance that makes you feel good about yourself. It makes you feel special. This is just a gorgeous scent profile. Another one in a great list of perfumes that I absolutely adore. That is The Only One Intense by Dolce & Gabbana. The next perfume that I have on my list is one that I use very sparingly because it is no longer available, and that is Lipstick On by the Replica line. Now this is one that did not start off as a love. I really had to acclimate to the scent profile, but boy, once I did, this is one that I fell deeply and madly in love with. Lipstick On is an exquisite scent profile for iris lovers. It's deep, it's almost smoky because of that powderiness that's in there. There's a little bit of tonka bean, there's iris in here as well. I love the bourbon vanilla that's in this fragrance, and I also really adore the iris. I just love how Lipstick On makes me feel, especially on a date night out, especially when I get a little bit dressed up, especially when I'm going to be outside and there's a little bit of wind blowing, and you can really pick up the gorgeous sillage from this one. It really just makes me feel good about myself, and I love wearing this. Now, recently I've been playing with other perfumes that have a little bit of a lipsticky vibe, and one that I checked out is Noir by Givenchy. Now, that is not exactly the same as this fragrance. This is one of a kind, but it does come somewhat close in the scent profile. It does have that strong iris presence, and I do feel for people that are devastated by the discontinuation of this one, it will kind of hit a little bit of a spot that you feel like you're missing if you really do want something like this in your collection. It's not the same. It's not going to be identical. If you're uber familiar with this perfume and you want something identical to it, it's really not going to be that, but it does sort of hit that spot. I'll wear it from time to time because I am trying to salvage this. I'm trying to hold on to this and wear it only on special occasions. I just find Noir by Givenchy to be a nice alternative or substitute in the absence of having this perfume available. Again, this one is Lipstick On by Replica in the Maison Margiela line. The next fragrance that I have here is a recent discovery for 2021, and I am so glad I found this perfume. This is one that I've heard quite a few people talk about recently. It is Seductive Noir by the Guess brand, and I find this to be stunning. A lot of people say it's very similar to Mon Guerlain by Guerlain, and a lot of people actually say this is better. I wasn't sure how I would like this one. There is sage and there's velvet in here, but I absolutely adore it. The name Noir suggests this a little bit, but I feel like this could be an alternative to Mugler for the evening time. This is one that you could wear out on a date night, but I'll be perfectly honest, I have worn this into the office. I didn't feel like it was overpowering. I didn't feel like it was inappropriate. I do feel like this could be considered a daytime scent, but it's possible that some people would have a preference for wearing this in the evening time. This one has a seductive dry down. It is quite alluring, and it's a great standalone fragrance on its own. Forget the Mugler comparisons. This is just a beautiful fragrance. I think one that a lot of people will like. I've been wearing this one quite frequently lately. I love that it is an affordable fragrance. I love that it is a cheapie. I don't think that you have to have expensive fragrances to smell good. Yes, sometimes it's nice to have a little bit of luxury. It's nice to treat yourself. But hey, sometimes it's really nice to just have an affordable perfume that you absolutely adore. And this is the type that I think a lot of people, that most people will enjoy the scent profile of. Again, that is Seductive Noir by Guess. Alright guys, thank you so much for tuning in. As always, I truly appreciate you. I hope you enjoyed this video on perfumes that I've really loved to wear over the summer months. If you are a healthcare worker, I would love to send 2 or 3 people a Starbucks gift card for $5. Just buy you a coffee to express my appreciation, show my gratitude on how valued you are. Thank you for all that you do, and thank you for your sacrifices. I hope everyone else has an amazing rest of the week. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. I hope you have a lot to be grateful and thankful for. And until next time, I'll see you soon.